First, let's create a slider. I will call this frequency slider. The next thing that we need to do is declare the frequency slider as a child component of the audio processor editor using the special command from the component class called add and make visible. This is going to make the frequency slider a child component of our plugin editor. The next step for getting this frequency slider to show up on our screen is to describe where we want it to display and how big we want the frequency slider to be on the canvas. The way that this is normally done is in the parent components method called Resized. So we have this resized function here, and this is where we would set out any child components and where we want those to be displayed on the canvas. The way that is the most simple is using this set bounds function here that takes 4 arguments: the X position, the Y position, and then the width and the height of the component. So let's go ahead and try that. Here we can see that we have our slider displaying on the screen. Now let's adjust the set bounds to get this slider into the middle of our screen. So now you can see that our slider is relatively in the middle of our screen, except the text box is now skewing it off over to the right. Let's see if we can change the text box position so that the slider shows up directly in the middle. For this, we can use the function inside the slider class called set Textbox Style. In this case, we'll put the text box below. All right, so now we've used this function set Textbox Style. We've made the position for the text box to be below the slider itself. We're going to make it only read only, so the user cannot click into the text box itself. Then we'll make the width and the height 100 by 50 pixels. Let's see how that looks. As you can see, the slider is perfectly positioned. Let's say we wanted to change the range of this slider. Currently it's going from 0 to 10. We have a load of decimal places after the decimal point. So we can change this using the set range function from slider. We'll make the minimum 0.0, the maximum 1.0, and there's a third optional argument, which is the step size. I'll make it hundredths, which is 0.01. I've taken the box width and height and made that a little bit smaller so it looks even cleaner.